to Good Vibes Goddess Tarot. So seeing that it is now Aries season, then I'm going to do a collective Aries season reading. Um, so the questions before get a little bit information about Aries, talk about Mars. Also have Aries was he a demigod? No, he's actually a god because he was Zeus and Hermione. Nope. Either way, yeah, I have him out here because he pretty much rules Mars, and can't really much talk about him without talking about the planets without really much talking about him. It's supposed to be the representation or like the physical form of that. So yeah. So the questions is the card to represent Aries season. Something new that is sprouting this season, an area of your life requiring bravery. How can you thrive this season, and how can you stay mindful this season? Okay, so a couple of things about Aries. Let's talk about them first. It's a new zodiac year, you know. They are the first. Um, it's also a spring, you know. So they are in the first house. They rule the first house. Um, so if you was going through the major arcana thing, yeah, I'm about to just jump to the Emperor, but it's because the rest of that was like mostly planets. I'm gonna do it at some point in time. Just I'm trying to go with the seasons. You get it? The other card that's also, if I was going in order, right, with Mars being here, is the Tower, right? So it's the Emperor and the Tower. I already did the Tower, so I don't have to do the Tower. That was Mars, but Aries is actually the Emperor, and yeah, it starts from March 21st to April 19th. They're represented by the Ram, right? Um, They said that people born under this zodiac sign are very driven, ambitious, and curious. They are also competitive, energized, and naturally take like leadership, like a pioneer kind of thing. They are a fire element. Like I said, the tarot card is the Emperor. There are a cardinal fire sign. So they have no problem. Like, they're adaptable, like flexible kind of thing. Like, they don't they don't mind change, but if it's not a need to, they won't do it. Kind of thing. Um, it's very active planet. Like I said before, they're very driven. The motto is "I am." It's all about, like I said, it's the first house. The first house is about self. The characteristics, positive characteristics that they will have is leadership, very focused, natural leaders, brave, independence, determination, courageous, fertility, and competitive, pioneers, ambition driven, self starters, direct, and curious. Some negative characteristics that they will have is being aggressive, self centered, pushy, inconsistent, bad tempered, and selfish. So, some more things. Like I said, the first house is pretty much about yourself. It's all about your personal power. What you think you are. What you think you know about yourself in a way that you want to like go after, and ambition, going after what you seek. And talk about Mars a little bit. Oh, I could talk about your first house. Like I said, it's all about yourself, how you view yourself, you image yourself, appear, like how you want to appear to your like people, your identity. That's pretty much it. That's just pretty much. This is it. Your drives, your aspirations, your goals. It's all about you, yourself. So Mars is the planet of desires. It shows how you aim to act on your goals and your power. How you move towards your goal. It rules Aries. Um, okay. So about like I said before, you like your passionate self, and Aries. Mars is tied to the tower. It's a planet of like it's a personal planet. Okay, about yourself. Um, your anger, your aggression, your survival instincts, your actions, your desires, your passions, your sexual nature, also like your charisma, your success, and your strengths, your animal instincts. But Mars could also be associated, very tied to your creative energy. Um, if you're impatient or like very impulsive, that as well. Um, but also very adventurous and courageous. But you have to be logic and strategic, right? Because, like I said, Aries rule Mars, and we have here with war, and you see he has this spear and a shield, right? So you have to be able to protect yourself, think logically, um, fight for yourself, defend yourself. You know your own strengths and also know your weaknesses, but able to handle like defend yourself when things get rough or things get hard. Alright, so Aries, here I'm gonna read you his quote. It says, "There may be a battle ahead. Learn the rules of engagement." A little bit of information about Aries. He is the only one who results. He's the only one who represents pure, unadulterated bloodlust and force. So, like I said, war. Okay, he's all about it. Very angry. No problem. Um, Resentment poisons your blood, so he wouldn't have any regrets, or any of that. He might be angry, okay? He might be angry, but he doesn't have any regrets. um, so pretty much the message is deal with your anger without physically or mental battles is the best way to go. But if you do feel like you are in a war, remember that there are always the rules, or like a way out, like something, some way to help you, right? Rules to engage in. Right? There's always some way, somehow you can protect yourself and defend yourself and get out of the situation that you need to get out of. So let's see. We have Celestial with Cosmos and Creation and Spiral. Next we have What Do You Need to Release? Whining Moon. Right, with that dealing with your anger, you might need to might need to release your anger. Deal with it in a better and healthy way. And then we have a win-win outcome is in. Whoa, let me start over. A win-win outcome is forecast. Full moon in Libra. With this waxing, no, that's whining. With the whining moon being here, the whining moon is closer to the new moon, and this is a full moon. So you have to start now, right? With this spiral, you might be starting right now. Like we said, like there might be a battle ahead, but at the end of the day, if you like train, prepare yourself for whenever that battle does come, or like you are faced with the situation, is not as drastic, right? Because you already were prepared for it, right? You might have some scars and some bruises, but you still have your life. Like I said, he he doesn't have any regrets. Like it's just like he just want to fight and use brute force. Um, but into like when in survival mode, that fight or flight, like when you like pushed up against a wall, like you have to something dependent. Like certain people, you put them in the corner, their real character comes out. Okay, the truth comes out, and okay, my whatever comes out with this win-win situation when you put them in the corner, or even like an ultimatum or something like that. It's just like that's a win-win for because somebody put you like give you an ultimatum. It's just like ill. Like, to me, it's just like ill. So I don't know. To you, it might be different, but to me, it's just like ill. So I was just like, either way, you felt like you have to put pressure. It's just put pressure, and it's just either way you're gonna lose me because it's just like I can't do things at my own pace, and when I'm ready, you're like you want me on your time, and it's like my time might not line up with your time, and you doing all this, it's gonna be like ugh, ugh, you know. Um, but like I said before, like any like anger, hate, regret, or anything like that is hurting you. It's poisoning your life and affecting your win and your outcome. And you have to release that and let it go because it's gonna create. But this creation in Mars is also about like the creative energy. Is affecting your creativity and how you start things. And if you do start things, it's affecting what you're starting on and what you're like taking charge on and like leading yourself to. You might be allowing other people to lead you, and that you gotta release that. And that could also be a win-win situation because the person that you probably could be listening to and like taking orders from probably lead you to destruction or doom. Then we have the answers you need are coming. And full moon in Gemini. So like I just said with the whining moon, the whining is close to the new moon. So you probably just started something or started creating something or about to, and the progress is gonna be like slow. The growth is gonna be slow, but the answers are coming. Whatever it is coming, right? Um, because the full moon, you see everything, right? You see the actual moon. You see all of it. Everything is illuminated to you. Whereas right now, like not everything makes sense to you or be illuminated to you or being shown to you. And then we have surrender to the divine. Full moon. And then we have your commitment is being tested. First quarter moon. So it's like the more, so you went, see how well, kind of sort of flip. But either way, you see how like there's now more of the moon being like shown, where like, right, the more you go, the more you process or you continue working, the more answers you will get, or more it will make sense to you, and that's where you have like a win-win outcome, right? With this commitment, the more you commit to it, the better you get. Because with the sword and spear, like I was talking about before, everyone has strengths, everyone has weaknesses, right? But if you work on your weaknesses, it's not going to. There's still gonna be a weakness. Don't get me wrong, but it's not gonna be like as bad as it was before. We know Kuroko's basketball, right? He running wise, okay, and like certain things, he wasn't the best at it. Okay, his strength was passing. right? But once he started working on those, right? Working on like running and being faster and shooting and stuff like that. And just realizing that he just had to find his own way and do it his own style because of how he do things, and things started making sense to him. Things started flowing. It's just he had to continue to work on it and continue practicing it and had to practice more than the average person because he's creating a whole new thing that was only like but this pioneer is like it's a new way of doing things that not everyone can do or be able to master or get or copy it or start it. And then we have a time for healing. Bustemic moon. Those could be like the more you heal, the more you commit to just healing process, the more you understand why you have to let go of certain people and move away from certain people. Um, cause like also you see like here like you can barely see it. It's just a little bit, right? Just a slabber, right? Whereas here is more. So like I said, like the more you commit to it and start it, if you haven't started healing, just actually start your healing process. Become that like your own leader, like healing your own process, like healing yourself, taking leadership of your own healing. You know, um, for you, doing it for you, not for nobody else. Not because somebody told you to do it, because you wanted to do it. You will see also with this spiral, you write a timeline of your life, okay? Um, write certain things down, right? So you might be able to see like a pattern, okay? Um, or with the spiral, with this also healing, it could be like an X's. I don't know why that was popped in my head. So you could write like if you remember all your exes, how the relationship started, how it ended, which I did in relationship, the characteristics of that person, and pros and cons. And then you might see like there's a pattern. And with this healing, that's the pattern that needs to be released and healed. So you can take control of your life and stop letting other people tell you what you should do or caring about what other people think about your life and stuff like that. Like letting their options or their whatever they're letting their opinions weigh more than yours and what you should be doing with your life and with the win-win forecast. Like if you have boundaries, the only people that would be like bothered by you having boundaries is people that's trying to manipulate you, use you, or abuse you. Have bad intentions for you. Those are the only people that really will be bothered by you having boundaries. Other than that, everybody's gonna respect that and want you to be happy, be comfortable, and kind of thing. Um, so those people you won't really want them in your life because it's like clearly you don't want the best for me, so just go, just leave. And the people that do want the best for me, thank you. But then now, but then those type of people, like you still have to use your discernment, and because some people just want to be leeches and don't they want to see you win up until a point, that kind of thing, and you don't gotta heal yourself. Realize that like to balance the skills that there's pros and there's cons. Like you're gonna have people that like you and there's gonna have people that don't like you, and like it is what it is. But when you find those people that actually do like you and accept you for who you are and love you for you, you appreciate them and compare it to like the situation where you really didn't, or like to time where you didn't really have anybody, you know, you see you see the difference and why it was important to like work through that and overcome that. All right, so here we have, what is something or someone that is draining your energy right now? Do you have people who you need to spend less time with? Okay, on here, when I showed it to you, it's going to say I. You can ask yourself that question, that too. If there's time to heal, somebody is draining your energy. And it's going to be a win-win situation if you let them go. That could be the one that you need to release, like I said before. So also, if you like, you read the card to yourself, right, and you got like a little answer back, or somebody popped in your head, that's the person, okay? Or if it's like a list of people, those are the people. Okay, okay. It works in mysterious ways. Look at that. I just be telling you right away. Boom, boom, boom. If you just listen, okay. And then we have, what does success mean to me personally? What would I do differently next time? See, like I said, look at that pattern. You can make a timeline. You can make a list. Do whatever you got. Like, hold on. Right? You can make a list, make it like a little table and draw and realize, or you can like underline, like, I don't know, however you organize your thoughts, okay? However you strategize, you figure it out. You realize the pattern and what you want to do differently, what you will do next time and stuff like that. Like I said before, with other, like, you won't care what other people are saying and stuff like that, because what success means to me might not be what success means and or look like to you. Okay? Um and that's fine. And that's okay. It doesn't have to be the same. I just have to be okay with my definition of success and be able to accomplish that and achieve that. Because I might not be able to accomplish and achieve the definition that you're trying to give me, and then I'm gonna be stressed out, living with regret because I can't meet your expectation, and it's just like, why am I trying to meet an expectation that was placed upon me by somebody that can't even meet it themselves? It's gonna be too much, okay? So it's just like, I gotta find out what's best for me, okay? Work on me. If it's time to heal, gotta heal yourself, okay? It was personal, okay? Worrying about what other people thinking is just too much. Don't care, because hurt people hurt people. Nobody, not nobody's healed. There's not as much healed people out there as some may like to present. Some people will love to tell you that they love themselves, right? But you watch them and see how they treat themselves and stuff like that, and you can see like they don't. Or how they act or do certain things, you can see like they just don't. Um, so you gotta figure out what's personal for you. What love look like to you? What success look like to you? What do happiness means to you? What a relationship means to you? What friendship means to you? Because not everybody's definition of love is the same, and not everybody can love or is capable of love. People. Right. So we have, what motivates you to do your very best? How does overcoming challenges make you a better person? You learn something new, so you become wiser, smarter than when you started. Got a new tooling under your belt, that kind of thing. Yeah. So these two came out together, so I'm going to read them together. Now I'm going to use my character deck, and I'm going to read the affirmations after, at the end of the video like I normally do. So we have Lincoln Loud from the Loud House saying, "You have got, you just, oh, I'm gonna start over. You have just got to be yourself and not worry about what other people think." See what I've been saying? Lincoln, he be getting it. And then we have Charlie Brown with "Happiness is anyone or anything that is loved by you." Right? They just be getting it. And then funny enough, in the tarot, like when they have like white hair, they're supposed to be wisdom and wise and experience and stuff like that. And Lincoln is a kid. He just got his white hair from his grandfather. Nobody else in his family got it but the grandfather. Like it's just, yeah. So like I've been saying, like don't worry about what nobody else, because this, if everyone was healed, then there wouldn't be a saying that hurt people. Then it wouldn't be as much hurt people out there. The world wouldn't be the way that it is if everybody was healed or actually loved themselves the way that they presented or claimed that they do. Also, because I was like, it's self, but in the first house, there's also like ego, identity, pride. Um, it's time to release that pride and that ego and actually heal yourself and get to know yourself on a personal level. It's time for self-love and self-care. Okay? Heal yourself. You be your own hero. Next we have narrator hours later from SpongeBob. Right? If you don't do it now, but this your commitment is being tested, you might do it like either when it's too late, but at some point in time, not when it's too late. It still has to be done. Either way, it's gonna be done. Either now and or later. You're gonna do it. You're gonna start it. Because I'm saying it's like Aries season. So it could be now, but it could be like next Aries season. I don't know. I can't really tell you when you want to start something. It's your process. It's your journey. You start it whenever you want to start it. It's your healing journey, but you got to do it if you really want those answers. Then next we have "I will not stand for this," and then we have "There's an empty chair right there." Right, so this is the part like I will not stand for this from Billy and Mandy. Right, she was in the library. Mandy was just minding her own little business, trying to work. And the librarian coming in, right, coming over to her. "I will not stand for this." Right, and then it's like, yep, there's a seat, empty seat right there. You could just sit down. Like so, I just said before, with those people that you build up boundaries and stuff like that, those people that will be upset and be getting red in the face and want to fight you over you having boundaries, it's causing them to be upset. You caring about yourself, protecting yourself, loving and caring for yourself and your happiness and your well-being is somehow affecting them. You could exit stage left, get out. Like, leave. Cause I didn't, for one, I didn't ask, like, Mandy's not asking her to stand there. Clear, you see, she said you could sit down. I'm not, like, you don't have to be there if you don't want to be there. You can just leave. You know, you could sit. You choosing to stand. You could go back to your desk. Like, it's you choosing to do this. Okay? Like, I was just sitting here trying to do my work. Minding my business. Working on me. Healing myself. Doing what's best for me. Okay? Being disciplined in the self-love journey, the self-healing journey, caring for myself, loving myself, doing what's best for me, taking action on my happiness and doing what I need to do to create my own happiness. And not saying like you're just gonna do it all by yourself. Like along the way, along the line, you're gonna find somebody. Like, do you see these two cards that came out? Doesn't it go together, right? Happiness is anything or anyone that is loved by you. You're gonna find somebody that loves you, right? You love them, and y'all kind of sort of like on the same page. Y'all real close, y'all similar. It was a win-win situation. But you probably wouldn't have found that person if you never actually healed or went on this healing journey and realize what you wanted rather than focus on what other people tell you what you should want. Right? So next we have Katara with I'm making my own water. So you find your own way. The self-starter, being a pioneer, going your own route. And can't see that. It might take you a while to find out what you actually want, and that's fine. That's okay. Or what you think you want, you get it. You don't want it. That's fine. You can just start on a new journey. Start something else. Okay. That's fine. Don't have to stress out about it. Just go with the flow. It's just it's like a class and stuff like that. Oh, like don't say college, but either way, like a class. I want to say college because the college have like a college resume and stuff like that. So you're doing internships. So every class that you take, even if it's elective and just all willy nilly, you can still put that on your resume and use it for something. You might never know when you might have to use world history for something. um and like to make those connections, like even here, like I made the connection with Greek mythology and like zodiac signs and like so it kind of sort of goes together, or even it's Celtic, Greek, making connections, right? But then it has cosmos, planet Mars is in the cosmos, is it not? You see, making connections, the way you didn't really think that there would be connections. And that works out for you to your benefit. You just gotta realize, might not be able to see it right now, but later on in life it will help. Um, it's also important to know history so that you can learn from other people's mistakes. Um, right? Because with science in general, like when you're doing like the hypothesis and stuff like that, it's an educated guess before you do the like actual experiment. But if you know a little bit information beforehand, right? Then you can like make an educated guess on like what might happen, but then you get like more background information, and then like you might support your hypothesis, or like still like you still have to test it out either way, but you will still find out like even though your hypothesis was right, but it's like why it was right is different, right? And it's like you learned something new either way, and it's just something that you can add to your belt. Um, so now, affirmation is my creative energy knows no limits, right? That Mars energy. Right, we have that fire. You see, he's coming out the fire, okay? Like a phoenix rising from the ashes. um, just ready to fight. Ready to choose violence, okay? He's just immersion. Um, but more than that, like fire, and having that fire in your belly is kind of like your solar plexus, and that's all about you taking action, also your happiness and your success and stuff like that. Your creative energy, how you like movement and stuff like that. So, you know, create. You can do that. You have to take a step. Every step you take is a creation to something. Okay. Then we have my ability to conquer my challenges is limitless. My potential is I'm gonna start over. my my ability uh, to conquer my challenges is limitless. My potential to succeed is infinite. It was WAP playing in my ear. It was too much going on at once. It was. read and focus. Next we have I find a way and well, I find ways and love to overcome challenges. Right? So with Aries being here, like he said before, there might be a battle ahead with these challenges. Right? You might have to face these challenges, release them, let them go, come face to face with them, try to get over them, conquer them, get the answers that you're looking for. But once you do that, you feel you realize that you weren't giving yourself credit. Um, you're stronger than you think you are, and you were like those people that didn't want the best from you, that was just blocking you, draining your energy. You release them, you let them go. You feel more happier and want to take action on certain things. You have the energy to actually like do whatever you want to do. Like set your mind to like you can literally like wake up one day and be like, I want to go on like for a run, and you can just do that and don't really have to explain yourself or why you want to do it. You know, just that's what you wanted to start doing. You want to start running and start practicing on your running, and you commit to it, and it's just like okay. Where somebody be like, "What? That's stupid. For what? Why? Where you running to? That made no sense. I could never." And then that cause you to be like, you know what? You're probably right. No, I don't want to run. This right. I won't be as fast at this, and the third. Like, it's just to each his own. Okay, you go ahead and you run. Okay, run, Forrest, run. Okay. With this creative energy, whatever it is, do it. It doesn't matter. It's your energy. It's your creativity. It's not meant for them to get it or understand, because it wasn't even meant for them to create. It was meant for you to create and for you to start it. So they won't even get it either way, because it wasn't for them. It was for you. It's your commitment. It's your test. It's your answer. It's your win. It's for you. Right? It's like a little gift for you. Personalized for you. Like it's you. Now, some people might be able to share in this win and this gift, but no, not really. They're sharing the win, but they can't share the gift with you because it's literally your gift. Okay? But yeah, that's it. That's all I'm seeing for this reading. If you feel like this reading resonated with you or you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. Other than that, I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching. Bye.